Hey guys, welcome back to Fallout 4. We're almost to the end of our long journey. Gonna track down Shaun, hopefully. So today we're gonna be taking the transporter here, teleporter thing, sparkly blue thing, and hopefully make our way into the Institute. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump in here and get going. Alright, Sturgis, let's do this.
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Alright. Come on, Nick.
Whenever you're ready.
Nick, you not coming with me?
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Oh boy. Okay. We're here. Alright, let's just do a little bit of exploring. Oh, I was kind of hoping there'd be some stuff. Oh, there's some loot. Not much, but actually it's like garbage. But
Hello.
what? Someone just say hello to
I
us?
wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Okay. Let's get this thing installed real fast. Oh, I think it's a network scanner. Alright. Okay. Is that the elevator? I don't think this is an elevator. So the elevator must be down here. Is that the elevator? Can I go in here?
Broken.
No. Really, Institute? You guys are so fancy dancy and you have a broken elevator? Or a broken door? Oh, please don't hurt. Here we go.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Oh.
Welcome to the Institute.
Ooh.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Yes, I am. Oh, and I'm also here to loot the place. So I hope you don't mind me just kind of stealing everything. Okay, key. Is that Shaun? Shaun!
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
Shaun, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them for this. All of them.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn it. Shaun, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus.
What?
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated.
He's a synth.
He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
That seems awfully familiar. Where have we heard that before?
I am your father.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it,
At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted. But it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
If this is true, where do we start?
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Shaun. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
You know what? I think we're gonna go with the bad guys.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
All right. Meet the division leaders. First, I'm gonna steal all your stuff, okay? Well, I can't do anything with it. You've got some fancy stuff in here, Dad. Come on. You know what? Yeah, I think we're gonna side with the Institute. Help them take over the Commonwealth and then the world. Because why not? Okay, anything? Oh, okay, that's how we get into the Institute. Okay, I can't pick that up. Ah, that might come in handy. We're not going to review it now, but we will definitely look over it eventually. I will take that globe. Preserve cigarettes. Sorry, Shaun. Or am I sorry? We're stealing everything. But I don't really feel bad about it. I don't think there's anything back here. Oh. Alright. So here we are. In the Institute. Let's see what's all the way up to the top.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Okay.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Alright, let's see here. Ooh, tube. Was that a courser?
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Yep. It sure is. Alright, maybe we should break out the map and figure out where we're going. Oh, wow. Okay, that's not going to help. So, I guess we'll just keep moving around. I feel like I need to get down there into that main area. Is this like a guard or something?
Subject identified. Operating at full capacity.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Okay, that's cool. Wow, I could spend a whole day just looting this.
Yes?
Just talk to her. She's named.
As the Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
Your mouth looks messed up.
What's a personal synth?
Dr. Benet is carrying out a social experiment. He wants to see if a synth can integrate into a human family. I know I can never replace his wife or be a real mother to Liam, but I can at least help with the domestic duties. I like to think I'm a pretty good cook. It was a real pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're still taking everything in, so I'll let you get back to that.
Is it just me, or does her face look really messed up? Alright, let's keep working our way down.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun looting this place. Anyway. Alright, here we go. Synth retention.
The K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I can't
I hope I'll
express
prove a
how
useful
truly
test subject
humbling
for you,
it is
Doctor.
to stand in your presence.
Your
I have to
presence
admit,
here is a great
the third
gift.
generation sense
Not just to Father, but to all of us.
Hey.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Alright. Let's see here. We got advanced systems, synth retention. Is that like prison?
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies. Just a routine patrol, sir.
Nothing to report, sir.
Heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
You're here. Glad you made it.
Pardon me, sir.
Maybe I should take some
We're
courses
all
with
looking
me.
forward to
You know,
working
send a
with you.
message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I need to be close. There we go.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so It's only natural to take extra precautions, hmm? It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
So basically, you're the secret police.
Secret police? If that's a pre-war reference, then I'm afraid it's lost on me. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd have like a quest for me or something.
Father's a great man. You
What's
must
that?
be very proud.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Okay.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Sure. Alright. I guess we'll leave. Maybe go on to the next area.
All functions normal.
Alright, I mean, I'm still cutting them out, but I gotta say the, is this the same place I was? Yeah. The, loading screens are not that bad inside here. Ooh, robotics. Now this is where I can, ooh. Oh, I hate these early models.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right.
Alright. Now, you'd think... No, it wasn't that one. Whichever one was missing his jaw, you would think that they would, you know, take the time to give it a jaw again. Alright, let's go into robotics and see how they make these things. Ooh.
Just a glitch in the nervous system. The fine motor control software could use an update.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movement while sleeping can only
Okay.
be within that. You just don't want to admit to yourself what you do.
Here they are building, like, literally the skeleton.
Speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls. Don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course, it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines.
Well, they
so we can do what we want.
putting like the muscle
If you
on here, I
disapprove
guess.
of the work we do here now today, you know where to find the telephone.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Oh, are you gonna?
Welcome.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
So I'm guessing it's gonna come over here and pick it up now. Alright, yep. So it's gonna start over by building another one. And then I guess it's going to... Oh, we got this stage over here. What does this do now? Oh. Okay, that's kind of creepy.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Alright. Oh gosh, is it like alive now? So this is where it gets its skin, I guess. Yep. Huh. Interesting. Who's in charge here?
All our divisions
Isn't it
are
Max?
important, but I tend to think of robotics as the first among equals.
Hey, Doc.
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough, the culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
Okay, you know who I'm supposed to talk to? I guess I can come here and steal all this stuff. No, I'm carrying too much. What is it we're supposed to be doing? Okay, get rid of that for now. Alright, whoop. Auto saving. Okay, I guess I have to get rid of something. So let me get ready. We'll head to the next area, meet the head, and continue on from there. Alright, apparently there's a head of somebody right here. So let's see if we can... Oh, okay, and I gotta say, that's actually pretty freaking cool. Like, that's really awesome. Anyway,
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
here's
Almost
somebody.
done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older
Remember
models
to
can't come
conserve
soon
power
enough.
at every opportunity.
I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Shaun's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Alright. So...
Greetings, sir.
I guess the next
Remember
head...
to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Yeah, okay, so this is a Gen 1. Alright, so we gotta go in here. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright.
You had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young
Hi,
Wally
Doc.
must be close to 10 years
Welcome.
old by now.
So good to have you
It's
here.
remarkable
Dr.
that any
Clayton
child can
Holdren,
survive for
head
so
of the
long up
bioscience
there, don't you
division.
think?
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Take care, then.
Alright, I believe we just have one more place to visit. So let's get out of... Oh yeah, there's those gorillas they're talking about.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
It's okay, I reckon. Alright, let's head on out here. Alright. So I guess we're going to the next... Okay, everything is color coded.
True Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Advanced systems. Alright. Who's
She's
it?
been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
Alright. So what are we supposed to do now? Ah.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
Alright, let's go back out here. Ah. Talk to Father. Alright, let us go talk to Father. Found you.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste of a valuable resource. If at all possible, that synth should be returned alive. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Alright, so we have our first mission. I don't know how you get out of here. I think I can just teleport out. Alright, world map. Okay, where is this rogue synth at? Meet up with the courser. Is the courser in here? Or is the courser out in the world somewhere? Alright, so yeah, it's Nahant Wharf. I guess we'll go to Bunker Hill. And I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we're outside of Bunker Hill. This is where we will begin our next episode. We're going to go meet up with the courser and attempt to take back this rogue synth. I know this has been a long episode and probably pretty boring just talking. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, would you mind leaving a like? Feel free to leave comments. And until next time, I guess we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.